Hello, Joy Olson here of Blockbuster Fundraising. Well, I'm sounding off today on a question that came to my mind, and I'm wondering, what do you think? Do you feel like you as a fundraiser, you as a development director, can be replaced in the next 10 years with a robot? I first started thinking about this weekend. I saw a news report that said that it's not going to be 50 years until robots are replacing about 40% of the workforce. It's happening faster than a lot of people predicted that it would. And I kind of smugly thought, well, certainly being a fundraiser is a very good proposition if this is a truism, because can you imagine a donor giving money to a robot? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to blog about this. I'm going to do some research because this really intrigues me. And it seems preposterous that fundraisers could be replaced by robots. So I thought a good place to start my research is to find out what in robotics they are trying to program in to robots now. Well, I came across this very elegant list of desired human traits in future robots. And here are the 10 traits that they are working on. Number 1, self-awareness. 2, for the robots to be moral. 3, cognitive thinking. 4, humor. 5, emotion. 6, a natural language communication. And 7, human-like facial expression, because they say that a look can tell it all. Ooh, it's getting close. 8, femininity, because they feel like people relate and feel safer with the feminine touch. 9, human-like movement. And 10, soft touch. That's pretty scary in a way, isn't it? Isn't that amazing to think that these are the desired human traits in future robots that they're looking at? So that made me think about a recent article, a good article that I just received in my mailbox from Bloomerang about the 10 most desired fundraising traits. And I thought, wow, wouldn't it be interesting to see if these 10 points on either side coincide? So let's take a look. Okay, here goes. Now this is a really interesting list because truthfully it was put together by an extremely interesting fella named Gerald Panis, and he wrote that great book Asking, and so I'm a big fan of his. He was the fundraiser that had to ask the Duchess of Windsor for a great big gift. This is a list that Gerald Panis, feels that are the top 10 qualities for a successful fundraiser. All right, impeccable integrity, a good listener, important there, good listener. Suppose a robot could seem to listen really well if you programmed him never to interrupt or talk about himself, right? Okay, number 3, the ability to motivate. Aha, that's a good one, right? Ability to motivate. I don't remember that being programmed into the robot. 4, a hard worker. Okay, we get that. Change page here. 5, a concern for people. Empathy. I don't remember that on the robotic list. Empathy. Of tremendous importance, I feel, for a great fundraiser, is to just have a lot of feeling, not only for the mission that they represent, but for the people that they work with. All right. 6, high expectations. Certainly not negative. 7, they love the work. 8, high energy. 9, perseverance. And 10, presence. All right. So what do you think about this? Do you feel that there's any concern or worry here that you could be replaced in 10 years by a robot? Let's dig a little bit deeper. I also wanted to interject a blog that I saw from Gail Perry a few years ago calling Mastering the Soft Skills of Fundraising. And I thought this would be a good time to review a couple of the things that she brought up. The art of small talk. Gail Perry feels that as fundraisers, to be a really successful fundraiser, we really need to perfect our art of small talk. I have a funny story about that. My mom had this very best friend that was very gregarious, outgoing, so much humor. She's wonderful. And her husband was a very respected, astute, brilliant attorney. And they were getting ready to go to a party one night, and he said to her, "Oh, Eva, I just hate these cocktail parties where I've got to come up with small talk." And she says, "Oh, Irv, I can't believe you said that. That's the only kind of talk I'm good at." And so I always think of her when anybody, I always think of that particular conversation. And I wasn't even there, but just I loved hearing about it. I thought that was so cute. Gail Perry says that good manners are an extremely important part of being a good fundraiser. And so what does she mean? What is the essence of good manners? She says kindness and consideration, keeping your cool, and putting others at ease. Well, I'm sure that you could train a robot to keep their cool. That'd probably be fairly easy. And kindness and consideration, probably. But putting others at ease, I don't know. I'm not so sure that I would feel at ease with a robot asking me for a gift. How about you? Okay, well, let's sum it up then. What makes a good fundraiser? I'm going to go over my notes because there are several key traits that successful fundraisers have in common. They have impeccable integrity. They're a good listener. They have the ability to motivate staff and volunteers and donors. They're a hard-working group. They have a true concern for people. They have high expectations for themselves and their organization and the other people that they're working with. And they also have perseverance and presence. Of course, they're good at small talk too. So I just hope that you've enjoyed this today. I just kind of came at this in an impromptu manner because it intrigued me. And I thought perhaps it would be something that would intrigue you too. And I think that that's one of the reasons that I enjoy Blockbuster Fundraising so much, because every single day I want to figure out a way to get just a little bit better, to be a better fundraiser, to do better things for the causes that I love by virtue of my fundraising skills. And that's what I want to impart and share with you. So I think the message here is clear. If we don't want to be replaced by robots, we need to just get better and better every day and stay in love with our job and our mission. So this is Joy Olson saying goodbye for now. I'm looking forward to April with less showers. We've had so much rain here in Oregon. But anyhow, it's good. Gives you time to think about robots possibly replacing you. Bye-bye. Thank you. See you soon.